Let's see if I get this right. Hopefully. Let's see. Hello? Okay, that sounds pretty good. Okay, well, welcome to the Christmas update. Got a lot of things to go through. Can probably start out with, well, buying the Lugdunum. Receiving it, because, you know, just wait 2 months to actually get the ship rather than getting it like on the first day of the second month. So there's that. Can actually get that now. And let's see. Let us see. Oh yeah, the daily rewards, I believe, for the first week are going to be these mystic boxes, so don't forget to purchase that. Lo Yang on sale. Their holiday crates. Oh, that's it? Okay. Yeah. Probably have to buy the 40 crates anyways, because that would be way too much just for 60. Then here's the free bundle. You get 4 more mystic boxes, so you get 5 of those in total. Get the lantern, which is the second tier 1. Bunch of other stuff, camouflages, winter crates, cultivation, more commander XP, and the coupon that gives you an extra 2,500 doubloons with any doubloon bundle, including war chests, well, starting from the $10 bundle. Okay, you can buy the old Kaises for Mary tokens, all of them. With their big crates, how many? 10. Okay. 10 of those, 3 of those. Usually be like 1. 3 of those, 3 insignias as well. And then all the Kaises as previous years. All the old skins from previous years. Including the new ones. The Frozen style skin. They're pretty nice. I'll probably just go over the Yamato, maybe actually yeah, Sevastopol skin and Rhode Island skin. So, I don't know how similar they are to the skins that the Scharnhorst, Duke of York, and Edinburgh have, but I'm pretty sure they should be exactly the same. But yeah. So you have 7 new skins. Because you got the Flandre, Kansas, York, Sevastopol, Rhode Island, Shima, and Yamato for 6,000 each. So you would need 42,000. Here, Christmas coupon, you get 70% off of premium ships in the store. So that's a nice 20 bucks for a tier 7 premium. So, you know, if you're looking to buy something, save up for this and purchase it in the store later when you have enough Merry coupons or Merry tokens. And here are the new guises. Unfreezable Sam. So one battle causes 3,000 damage of HP to ships by setting fires. Obviously the skins. The voiceover. Here's Andrew Brooks. In one battle, hit enemy ships 50 times with main battery to gain a plus 20% XP boost.
That's the way to do it. Good show, everyone. Keep it up.
And how much do these cost? Oh, you get 5 of these for 250 each. Granted, that's the lower tier ones. Mystic Lanterns, okay, so yeah, you get 3 Mystic Lanterns for your Merry coupons, Merry tokens. Keep on mixing it up. Let's see, is there anything? Oh yeah, the Marceau in the store. A huge discount on a whole year premium. I mean, if you're into that, I guess. Seems like there's quite a bit of other discounts for premium too, so. And the Japanese battleship commander should be out too, fully. First things first for me. But yeah, Marceau is now in the steel section of the ship. However, if you do get a Mystic chest, you have a chance of getting her out of that for like 15% chance. So, you know. I think that's all for the store. So, let's just do the calendar one real quick. See, you get 200 Merry tokens every day as well. Which is like what? 1,400? And you get one of the Mystic boxes in each week. And there's one right there. So yeah, you get a Mystic box and you get a Winter crate. So I believe you get 4,000 Mary tokens out of this, if I counted correctly. And yeah, here's a unique flag that'll be on your superstructure. And here's a new guise. I'm not sure what it exactly does, but you know.
Well jingled, team. We survived. Barely.
Let's see. Any unique missions? Yeah, here we go. Glowing lights. So you get a combination, winter big crate, a commander crate, and an insignia. And at the end of it, you also get a lantern chest, which we remember that's the one that you can buy in the store that gives you the mystic chest for 15% chance. So that's pretty nice. And obviously, if you haven't completed the Lugdunum missions, here's all these coins for it, which you can do that this entire campaign. Wartails comes back, and here's some symbols, base for a patch, and a flag that's unique to it. And I believe, yeah, weekly assignments also give you Mary tokens, which from the looks of it, that's 750 per week. Any other unique? No. Okay. Let's see. Obviously, the campaign is free, and you have to pick either Rhode Island's legendary American battleship. I know, shocking, it's an American battleship. Or Sevastopol, a legendary Russian cruiser. So once you do this, as you can see, it is free. So and you also get a Mystic Lantern out of the first tier as well, so let's start off with Rhode Island. This one, I'm probably gonna get it anyways. It's a Florida at Legendary, and with AL Colorado on it, it'll be amazing for that reason as well. Let's see. So standard US DCP, you get 437 health per second with a duration of 28 and a reload time of 80. You get 3. You get the enhanced secondary targeting 2 mod for it, which, you know, very rare, I guess, because it's only on what, Picardy and Tirpitz BA. So, yeah, probably rather have the standard one, but you know. And oh, they changed the speed boost. So I guess, okay, plus 8 maximum speed boost. On PC, it was 15%, so you can go over 40 knots in this thing. But it lasts for 3 minutes, and the reload time is also 3. radar. You get a 9.5 radar for 35 seconds at legendary, with a reload time of 3 minutes, and you get 2. Catapult fighter, yeah, standard catapult fighter, but you get 4 of them. And you get the observation seaplane, which, oh, it has the Louisiana increase for 10 seconds on its duration. And you get 4 of these as well. Let's see here. 87,500 health. Torpedo damage reduction of 26%. Fire resistance 40. And why I called it Florida of legendary tier, it has 12 14-inch guns. So its base firing range is 17.2. The reload time is 22 seconds, so now it's the fastest at the tier. Turn time of 36 seconds. Shell grouping of 1.7. Which, I don't know if they decrease that or not. Which might be a little bit concerning if they did. Let's see here. HE shell damage. Max HE shell damage is 5,000. A velocity of 861. 31% chance to set fires. However, with an armor penetration of 59 millimeter. So, that's pretty good. Hello everyone. I know, someone actually live streaming it as soon as the update drops. Anywho, max AP shell damage is 9,500, velocity of 23 meters a second, so that's, slightly lower than the HE shells. And I believe it should have similar, well, on PC, however, it has similar angling or AP as Des Moines with its, better enhanced AP. So it's better at chunking people when they're angled. But, anywho's, the secondary armament, 5-inch guns. Americans, the Navy loves that. And you get 10 per side. Firing range of 7.5. With a 3.5 second reload. Oh, so they actually reduced it compared to PC. And, what is it? HE shell damage is 1,800. Muzzle velocity of 792, while you're setting chance of 5 with an armor pen of 21 millimeters. AA defense of 100. So let's see here. At 2 kilometers, you have 186 damage per second, and at 5 kilometers, for the other 2, you get a 640 damage per second at 5 kilometers. So that's pretty good. Ooh, nice. You already pulled and you got all of them? Nice. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna whale, and so you might see that video coming out soon. That's insane AA though. You get 640 damage per second at 5 kilometers. Then here's the maximum speed of 33 knots. It was a shame because I thought the speed boost was going to be on a different consumable, and then you can go like 37 to 38 knots. But you know, whoa, a 12.1 second rudder shift. That's pretty good. That's insanely good. Let's see, what's the concealment? 16.1. 16.1 minus 10%. So you'll have 14.5 kilometer detection range, however. 14.5 kilometer detection range, pretty much. And range by air is 12.9. Fire guns and smoke is 14.1. Oh, you got Tokachi. I want that thing so badly because I have AL Otago. See, yeah. So you have a big nose right here. And, you know, since it's 15-inch, it's not really gonna help you as much in Legendary tier. Because, you know, with Aki, Incomparable also coming out, that's not gonna, you know, help you as much. Here's the side plating, 32 to 38 millimeters for the torpedo protection. An additional 32 millimeters. Superstructure. Casemate armor. So yeah, you have a 38 millimeter deck, so that ricochets Yamato guns. And well, Aki. There's a armor plate or armor belt with also 38 millimeters. So yeah, you just play this like a big heavy cruiser, pretty much. You have that 12.1 insane rudder shift with it as well. So you just play it like a Des Moines or, you know, Salem, as you want to kite people. And you also have very good speed. Hello. Oh, you don't have a Togo. Unless you have, what's that one girl from the ARP? She's like second best, really. Let's see. So that's like what, slightly it's like Waterline Citadel on it as well, but obviously since you have the thick armor belt and everything, you can just angle and you'll be fine. You just gotta watch out for your bow and stern, really, when you're trying to face anything, because well, I'll get to it in a little bit. But yeah, sure shot, so you have a better accuracy over longer range, velocity, secondary reach, fast. Rhode Island, a battleship based on a 1938 fast battleship design variant featuring an alternative armament configuration. The ship's main battery consists of 12 14-inch 356mm guns, housed in quadruple gun turrets initially planned for use on North Carolina-class battleships in 1937. Year of design, 1938. But, hello. Show up. Shows the Santa crates. Well, I did that earlier, but I can go back to them. But what I don't like about what they did with the Rhode Island is like they want to make this thing like good with secondaries when you're better at a sniper position. Like this thing will not push in, especially with that. Like you don't want to push in Rhode Islands. You want to like stay back and snipe people with your AG. I don't know why, but you know it's like yeah, let's just add 4 consumables into one slot and then have a permanent enhanced secondary that you'll barely use unless you're the only one chasing down a DD. Otherwise, it's like useful. But let me show you the crates. So here, yeah, you can obviously buy these, but these are like not as good compared to these, like significantly not good. But probably the best deal would be buying the 40 pack, really. Because if you buy 3 of these, that well exceeds this, even though you get like, what, 20 more crates out of it? So yeah. Let me get on to the Sevastopol, the secondary option. Oh yeah, then obviously Rhode Island gets the dispersion mod for it as well. So I'm not going to open crates now. But here's the Sevastopol. DCP has a 60-second reload time, so, you know, use it wisely. Be like Stalingrad all over again if you messed up. Let's see, sonar. Torpedo range of 3.1, ship range of 4.4. You have a minute and 36-second duration. Kind of a odd amount of duration, I guess, but reload time of 3 minutes. Number of consumables. 2. Defensive AA. Yeah, standard really for cruisers. Heal. Oh, so that's what they mean by super heal. So you have 312 HP per second with a duration of 60 seconds? You have 60... How much is that? How much heal do you get from that? Okay, 312 times 60. You get 18,720 health. Just like off this slow heal. I guess it would just depend on what playstyle you like. Really, to get whatever Rhode Island or Sevastopol. But as you can see, this repair party heals for you 18,000 health, but isn't like, you know, it's very slow burn heal. And here's a speed boost. What's this? Speed boost reminds me of Pan-European, I think. So like plus 20% speed with a duration of 45 seconds, reload time of 120, and you get 2 of these. Let's see here. 62,600 health, torpedo damage reduction of 34%. And these are Bismarck guns, but they're significantly better. So they're 3x2, 15-inch, firing range of 16 kilometers. Play a lot of cruisers. Well, if you like accurate cruisers, then Sevastopol would be good. Or unless you want to play a bigger cruiser, then you can go with the Rhode Islands. You have a reload time of 22 seconds, a main battery turret traverse time of 36, shell grouping of 2.05. So that's like the Sigma. So that's very accurate for this thing. Let's see here. Max HE shell damage of 5,350, muzzle velocity of 820, fire setting chance of 34%, and armor penetration of 63 millimeters. AP shell damage of 11,300, same muzzle velocity, 50, 65, everything else looks good. Secondaries, 8x2, 100 millimeter, 5 kilometers, a reload time of 4, HE shell damage of 1,400, a muzzle velocity of 1,000 meters? That seems insane for this little secondaries. 6% chance to set fires with an armor pen of 17 millimeters. Crates. I always like to, well, make a dedicated video to that. Let's see. At 4 kilometers, you have 350 damage per second for the AA, and at 5 kilometers, you have 117 damage per second. Maneuverability, 33.5 knots, with a turning circle radius of 980 meters, a rudder shift time of 15.1. So, range by sea is 14.6, range by air is 8.8, and firing guns and smoke is 13.3. Oh, they didn't buff the armor. I surely thought they were gonna buff it, but now it's 14-inch still. Yeah, 25 millimeter for the bow and stern. Torpedo protection of side plating 30 millimeter, armor belt of 230. Almost this has an elevated citadel. Deck of 90. Okay, I was talking about that side. So also 230 millimeter for the side armor belt. Ooh, 30 millimeter. That's not going to protect you from Yamatos and incomparable. 30 millimeter plating for the deck armor. Not bueno. And 30 millimeter for the side as well. Let's see. It has like a waterline citadel as well. Well, those are your options. Finish. This thing does not have a lot of armor compared to Rhode Island, but it does have that pretty good accuracy for 15-inch guns. But yeah, the 30 millimeter plating with the 14-inch bow and stern. because you can just get shot at by Yamatos the entire time and you'll just eventually die even with your heal. Granted, it's like a slow burning heal. Overview. Sure shot, greater heal, big and flammable. Sevastopol. In May 1940, the Naval Academy hosted tactical games that involved the Project 69 cruiser and battleships Scharnhorst and Dunkirk. The event showed that the replacement 12-inch 305 guns with German 15-inch guns significantly increased the cruiser's firepower. Gee, who could have seen that coming? Later, an agreement was signed with German company Krupp, ordering the delivery of 6 turrets before March 1943. The turrets were to be mounted on cruisers Kronstadt and Sevastopol, scheduled for launch in 1942, but the outbreak of war canceled these plans. Year design 1940. And so that is Sevastopol. Unfortunately, I don't think I can look at Incomparable or Aki since they're in the crates. Which kind of sucks. But also, here's this commander as well for the Japanese hybrids. You have a cool airstrike cooldown time of -5%. Pretty much anything basic for battleships on it. And his unique skill, you get another airstrike. However, you get -20% damage of torpedoes launched by airstrike and a cooldown between airstrikes of 50% increase. Which, let's see here. Oh, there we go. I wonder if I can just pull him out of the crate like this. Yeah. So if you don't have him, just pull a crate and bada bing bada boom, you got him. Japanese hybrids. I'm dumb. Oh yeah, I believe, let me recheck again, but I believe December 8th through that entire week you get 3 times XP, and December 26th through 29th you get times 5 XP. So if you're looking to, update or upgrade ships and level them up, those would be the time to do so. Let me see here real quick. I can find it. Yeah, December 8th through 15th, 3 times XP, and December 26th through 29th, times 5 XP. Also, another thing is every ship from tier 4 to legendary tier will have Merry tokens. But however, tier 4 to 7 will only have 50 Merry tokens on each ship. And then I believe, let's see here. Yeah, tier 8 tech tree ships will have 100 tokens on them. And tier 8 premiums and legendary tier will have 125 Merry tokens on them. So those are like a bunch of additional tokens that you can get. And as you can see, I have 421 ships, so it's going to be a long grind for me. But extra tokens is always good. But let's see here. I'm dumb. Ise. So let's see here. Let's get a nice overview. Feels like it has a Yamato hull on it. Yeah, look at the deck. I don't know, it's slightly elevated, but you know. Still gonna have 4 guns. To shoot the planes as soon as they launch. Let's see here, what are the upgrades? Oh. You can buy the upgrades, I guess, for Ise. Guess they still haven't fixed that. Ooh, nice. Colbert is really fun. So main battery fire range, get a plus 1.5, so from what? 14.9 it goes up to 16.4. Get an airstrikes. Reduced restoration time, max attack range, payload delivery time, damage increase for torpedoes, plane hit points, and maximum speed. 224 knots. And the whole of itself, you get a 3,800 health increase, plus 3% chance for fire resistance, rotor shift time minus 3.8, and AA mounts plus 11. So that'll be interesting to see. So DCP of 10-second duration with a reload time of 80. HP per second is 293 with a duration of 28. A reload time of 80, and you have 3, and you just get enhanced secondary targeting, which is kind of odd because you would think the hybrid carrier would have spotter or, you know, catapult fighters like how the Connecticut does. You know, just a little bit odd. You know. Just a little bit odd that you have a hybrid battleship that doesn't get spotter or fighter. So but let's see here. So base health is 58,700, torpedo damage reduction of 26, and once you get the hull upgrade, that 27% goes up to 30. Aircraft, 2,200 health, hit points, a max speed of 213, attack flight size of 3, does the line get better accuracy? I haven't reached that part yet, but maybe, I wonder if they do or not, because it's so odd that they don't have fighter or spotter. But let's see here. At aircraft per squadron 3, detectability range of 10, restoration time of 95, torpedoes per plane 2. So 6 planes or 6 torpedoes? Yeah, torpedoes per attacking flight 6. Max simulated damage of 3,670. How much is that actually? Because let me just compare it to Connecticut real quick. It goes up to 4,700. 4,700. My Connecticut has 6,600, but it only has 3 torpedoes. That's a lot more than Connecticut. Or wait, no. Oh no. It has the same like damage output as Connecticut, but it's because there's more torpedoes, they do less damage. Like they're probably like similar in damage. It's just because the Ise gets more torpedoes that looks, threatening. That's how it looks like. Torpedo range of 3 kilometers. Torpedo speed of 40 knots. Wow. Over a half a kilometer of arming distance. Wonder how that's gonna look like. Show group. Oh, okay. So Ise gets 4x2 14-inch guns, a 14.9 kilometer firing range, a reload time of 30, a turret traverse time of 45 seconds, a shell grouping of 2. You have a Sigma 2. Just let me check Connecticut again, just in case, So even with my commander at 2.15, so it'll probably increase as well. So I guess they would have similar shell grouping, possibly. But you have a max HE shell damage of 5,700, muzzle velocity of 805 meters, a fire setting chance of 25, an armor penetration of 59 millimeter. Max AP shell damage is 10,200, a velocity of 775 meters, so 30 less. You have 8x2 127mm guns, a firing range of 5, reload time of 6, max HE shell damage of 2,100, muzzle velocity of 725, fire setting chance of 8% with an armor pen of 21. AA. So hey, let's see here. Let's start with the lowest, which is 3.1 kilometers. You have 303 damage per second at 3.1 kilometers. At 4.8 kilometers, you have 45 damage per second, and at 5 kilometers, you have 73 damage per second. Oh, I'm not gonna open crates this stream. I usually just do a dedicated video on it, so that will come out like maybe later today, because I want to get as much crates as possible beforehand to show you the amount. Maneuverability, 24.5 knots, turning circle radius of 750 meters, a rudder shift time of 18.6. That's insane. That's legendary tier rudder shift. That's tier 7 rudder shift. Although, I don't know, maybe I could just be dumb and not think, oh yeah, tier 6 battleship can have that same rudder shift, which probably is the case. Detection by sea, 14.7, range by air 11.7, and firing guns and smoke 12.7. And here's the armor scheme. Sort of reminds me of West Virginia 44 in a sense, you know? So obviously the weaknesses would be the bow and that deck, the armor, or the flight deck at the back to shoot at and stuff. If you actually want to do damage to this thing, because it looks like 38mm plating and 26mm armor deck. See, yeah, 32mm side plating for the torpedo protection, and armor belt of 100mm. Solve this superstructure. 32 to 57mm deck. $299mm side plating or armor belt for the casemate. Now, I'd like to, well, do things in order as well. So I always go from tier 6, 7, 8. It's the armor for that. Yeah, 26mm for, I guess, auxiliary room armor? Then it's slightly out of water for the Citadel here. Like pretty much just waterline still, but you know, it's slightly above compared to Sevastopol and Rhode Island's armor. Let's see here. Multiplicative pain. Torpedo bombers drop 2 or more torpedoes each. Okay. Strike exposed. Not really exposed. You can have the concealment mod on this. Ise, during the development of the Fuso class, combat experience and new fleet needs were considered, including artillery changes that simplified fire control. By the beginning of World War II, Ise had become obsolete. After Japan's carrier losses at Midway, she was rebuilt as a hybrid battleship aircraft carrier. With her rear turrets replaced by a flight deck, she fought at Cape Egano in 1944 and was sunk by American bombers near Ondo Seto in July 1945. Entered Cerberus 1917. Ships Entered Series 2. So very unique. But yeah, I think her torpedo output is the same as Connecticut. It's just she gets more torpedoes, but they do less damage. Here's Suwo. Look at this thing. Look at the guns behind it. Let's get a nice look around first before I go into the upgrades that you can get on it. Dude, what is this thing? Those are like, what, 6-inch guns at that rate? With how it looks. Man, look at the secondaries. There's so many. 10 per side, and then, no, 12 per side, and then you have the 3 turreted ones on the front, just at the back of the ship, or back of the turrets. So let's see here. This increases your range by from what, 15.9 to 17.4. Squadron restoration time -5. Attack range of 12.5 in total. Payload delivery time of 11.8. Max torpedo damage. Okay, same torpedo damage as Ise, but you probably get more. Hit points increase. Max speed increase. Hit points 72,700 maxed. A fire setting chance or resistance of 37%. Rudder shift time goes down from 5. You're gonna have a nearly 30-second rudder shift. Wow. Okay. Now I see why they're gonna be like a little bit difficult to play with then. And you get another 10 AA mounts going up to 64. That's a 27.4 rudder shift. Oh yeah, AA mod. Anywho, same DCP as Ise, 10-second duration, 80-second reload. Repair party, 327 health per second with a duration of 28 seconds, a reload time of 80, and you get 3 heals. Enhanced secondary targeting, basic secondary targeting. I don't know. I just kind of find it odd that they don't have spotter or fighters still. I don't know. Feels a bit odd and weird. But let's see here. Hello. Oh, they are. Well, I guess it would be the difference in armor as well, you know. But I always go 99 AA defense, but I like to go through everything. But 65,000 HP to 25% torpedo damage protection. Hit points 2,200. 20 attack flight size of 4. Same detect range. Restoration 110. Torpedoes per plane. So you get 8 this time. Alright. With 4,700 damage. But it's probably going to be the same as Nebraska then. Unless it's going to be way deadlier. But I think the 634 millimeter or meter arming distance, torp speed of 45 knots, torp range of 3 kilometers. I don't know. I haven't compared any of these ships really. Now they are. I mean, I just get up early to do the live stream. 410 millimeter guns, 2x3s. Yeah, 15.9 fire range, a reload time of 31 seconds, turret traverse time of 45, a shell grouping of 2.1. So yeah, this is going to be like a sniper, really. Well, I guess you can't really snipe when you have like 12-kilometer base, airstrike range. Max HE shell damage of 6,500, a velocity of 805 meters, a fire setting chance of 30, an armor penetration of 68 millimeters. AP shell damage is 12,900. Same. Why 1 meter velocity? So 806. Indeed. Oh, one big community. Yeah, 12x2 100 millimeter guns, 5 kilometers, 3-second reload, 1,700 damage, max HE shells, 1,000 meters second velocity, 6% chance to set fires, a 17 millimeter armor pen. Now there's the 2x3, yeah, 155 millimeter. Those are close to, well, I could be wrong, 6-inch guns. Or getting up there, or like 5.8 or something. Same firing range, a relief time of 12 seconds. Max HE shell damage of 2,600. Muzzle velocity of 925 meters. Fire setting chance of 10. Armor pen of 26. 99 AA. I could search. Let's see here. Yeah, well, I guess on Suwo, it just goes like 1 meter. Like the AP just goes 1 meter velocity faster than the HE compared to, like, you know, some other ships. Let's see here. At 3.1 kilometers, you have 273 damage per second. At 3.5 kilometers, you have 110 damage per second, and at 5 kilometers, you have 210 damage per second. So that's pretty good AA. I'd say, you know, around tier 7. Let's see here. Max speed of 27.2 knots, turning circle radius of 890 meters. Yeah, rudder shift time of 27.4. I wonder how the Dewa is with its rudder shift at this rate. See, range by sea is 15.5, range by air is 12.4, and you have firing guns and smoke 15 kilometers. What the armor look like? Ooh. Is that 32 millimeter or 30? Oh, it's 32 millimeter. .32 millimeter all around? Actually? Dang. Yeah, 32 millimeter on the aft deck as well. Be a tough cookie to crack. Unless you just burn it down, then, you know, not that tough. 38 millimeter side plating for the torp protection. Very small superstructure. Insanely small, in fact. They could have added another flight deck with this amount of superstructure. Armor belt with 356 millimeter casemate. And I guess that deck is 76 millimeters. That's a turrets. .57 millimeter deck. So you have 32 all around, and then you have a 57 millimeter deck in the center. Yeah, 32 millimeter plating right there too. Depend on Citadel is, yeah, it's like above water. Sort of angled as well, but I feel like you should be able to Citadel this thing from far range or close range either, or just both in general. Become Marcel. Man, I mean, if he can catch this thing broadside when it's doing a 27-second rudder shift, then I think you should be fine. But it's going to be very difficult to kill head-on if it's just battle tanking you, since it's 32mm plating, not 30mm. Really play DDs. I was probably just going to buy more so with the steel still, so then I can just reduce the amount of ships in the final category, or chest. Let's see here. Overview. Suwo, hybrid battleship, a variant of the A-140 battleship being converted into a semi-aircraft carrier. The ship's main battery, 16-inch guns, 410mm, is supplemented by numerous 4-inch, 100mm dual-purpose mounts. Year design, 1945. This is just a Yamato hull in Tier 7 now. This is a Yamato hull. It's actually insane. Let's see what Dewa has for us. Dewa, now this is a Yamato hull. Holy moly. The A is going to hit 100 this time, not 99. Oh, that one is? Yeah, that's insane though. Just like, yeah, we're just going to... Well, Izumo Ho is like similar to Yamato's. You know, man, bringing that down to Tier 7 again. And then it also has airstrikes. Here, 16.1 base firing range with a 17.7 upgrade. Oh, this gets a damage buff to it. So 105-second restoration time. Max attack range goes up to 13.3. Delivery payload time goes to 11.7 rather than 12. Max torpedo damage plus 500, so 4,700 to 500. Plane hit points increase from 3,500 to 3,750. Max airspeed goes from 230 to 241. They will hold. Hit points get 83,000 exactly. Rudder shift goes down to, okay, so it has the same rudder shift. A mounts, you get an additional 8 from 60 to 68. Oh yeah. Maybe that's why they didn't add a spotter or fighter to it, to not have that insane accuracy. Same DCP. I think any Japanese battleships would have the same DCP. It's here. HP per second, 388 health, consumable duration of 28 seconds, a reload time of 80, number of consumables 3. Same enhanced secondary targeting, 77,800 health, 25% torpedo damage reduction. So yeah, well, went through all these except attack flight size of 3. You drop 9 torpedoes that do like 5,000 damage or so. Alright. Or 5,000. Am I remembering it or forgetting it already? No, 5,200. I think they spread out more. I can't remember for that though. Yeah. Detect range of 10. You get 9 of them per plane. Or not per plane, but you know. 3 per plane. Range of 3 kilometers still. Torpedo speed of 50. Arming distance of 701 meters. Let's see here. Main battery, 2x3, 410. Firing range of 16.1. A reload time of 28, so like 3 seconds off from Suwo. 45-second turret traverse time, the same shell grouping. Max HE shell damage of 6,800. Muzzle velocity of 869 meters a second. Fire setting chance of 30. Armor pen of 68. Max AP shell damage of 13,500. A velocity of 870. It's always like 1 meter better for the AP against the AG. Let's see here. 12x2, 127mm guns. 5 kilometers, a reload time of 7.5. Max HE shell damage of 2,100. A muzzle velocity of 725 meters. Fire sitting chance of 8 with an armor pen of 21. You also get the same 2x3s as before. With, yeah, exactly the same stuff with them. Less AA. Interesting. So you get about 309 damage per second at 3.1 kilometers. You get 176 damage per second at 3.5 and 210 damage per second at 5 kilometers. Now I can't review it because, well, I haven't bought any crates. I'm waiting later in the day so then I can accumulate the most amount of crates and then do a crate opening. But incomparable on PC, it was a glass cannon. So you have the 20-inch guns, the highest in the game now. Not Musashi or Yamato anymore, or well, now Aki as well. It should have weak armor. It's supposed to be like similar, I guess, to Ruprecht in a sense, but it doesn't have good secondaries. It does have torpedoes though. It's insanely fast. Might as well, it could be a rival Schlieffen at the tier in terms of fastest battleship. Let's see here. I'll talk about that in a little bit. Max speed of 26.8 knots, turning circle radius of 890 meters, a rotor shift time of 27.4, concealment of 15.8, a range by sea 12.7, by air, and firing guns and smoke 15.4. Okay, yeah, pretty much the exactly the same as Suwo in terms of armor. 38mm. Yeah, 356 on the sides. 57mm in the center. 32mm on the side. Yeah, pretty much the same armor as Suwo. Has the same amount of lift in its citadel. So let's see here. One of the options for converting a Project A140 battleship into an aircraft carrying style or ship with a significant increase in our aircraft armament, significant losses of conventional air carriers during the Pacific War in parallel with the growing role of aviation and naval warfare greatly intensified the emergence of hybrid ships in the Japanese Navy. Year of design, 1945. It's got the Aki. Well, it's gonna have, yeah, good armor. Hello, everyone. Got Colbert. I haven't pulled any chests. I'm gonna well, really just hard grind as much as possible, and then get the most amount of crates possible to do, like, you know, a big because I'm gonna whale. I'm gonna get like 2 40 packs. I'm gonna get 2 40 packs and then grind out, like, you know, all the other stuff, all the other crates, like from this mission here, and then obviously you got the free ones in the store here. So I'm just gonna wait a little bit. You just saw Rhode Island? Dude, that's over $100. Or actually, it's probably more than that anyways. Because I think I had close enough money to buy it. But, well, obviously you get a bunch of stuff. Woo, Orkin W! Yeah! Yippee! Because, you know, it would love a copy and paste of a ship that you already have in a winter version. Which is that? 34? Yeah, I'm literally like... I'm 30 doubloons off if I really wanted to buy the whole campaign. But obviously that'd be just a waste at that rate. I think I'd cry if I accidentally spent that much on a campaign ship that I can get for free. Yeah, Yamato got a buff because of Aki, since she was gonna have a 2.1 Sigma. However, they said that Yamato had US dispersion before, which is like good at all ranges, but now it's only gonna have Japanese dispersion, so the accuracy is not gonna be as much as good compared to before from medium and short, but it's gonna be good at long. Serica? I don't have Serica. I will only use Lemonaire. But, well, Colbert doesn't have a reload booster, so that wouldn't help her at any rate. Dedicated to get incomparable, yeah. Yeah, well time. I'm only gonna spend 100, probably more. Yeah, there's a coupon as well from the free bundle that you can purchase. Gives you the extra 2,500 doubloons. And well, if you don't want to spend that much on crates, you can always grind for the this coupon right here for 10,000, which gives you any premium in the store for 70% off, which is like $20 for a tier 7. Is Poltava good? I heard from a friend that it's good. I believe you'll get in comp. just spend the proper amount of money that you want to spend on it. But I wonder. But yeah, duh. And then, obviously, if you do get Mary tokens, let's see here. You can get the mystic boxes and lanterns out of this as well. Which I guess since I have the 6,000 already, it gives me that much? No, there's no way, right? Oh wait, what was that? Oh, there you go. Okay, 7,500, 10,000, 12,000. Then that's when you get the mystic boxes here. So how much does it cost in total if you want the mystic lanterns? 37,500. And me, I got too many ships. I just save ships. I mean, it's gonna be a pain to grind through all of these. Because how much do I have to grind through? 421. If I want all of my Mary tokens. When it touched the cheaper crates. Well, the cheaper crates, yeah, they're just not good. You just want to buy like these, the Mystic Lantern ones. The Mystic boxes are pretty much just worthless unless you get like a Mystic chest out of it. But even then, that's like rare. Yeah, lanterns are good. Yeah, because it goes like, you know, Mystic boxes are tier 1, lanterns are tier 2, and then obviously tier 3 is the Mystic chests. Oh yeah, there is cookie jar. However, I would have to gamble on getting a random Wartail to show it off. So, you know. What's my favorite ship? Missouri. I have like 1,100 games in it in standard. Also, don't forget, if you do just get the commander stuff, you can just immediately get Jizaburo Ozawa, which he is the hybrid battleship commander. But I'm gonna wait later in the day, then pull for crates. You'll see that video probably either today or tomorrow. Because I want to get as much lantern boxes as possible. Four mythic boxes. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, this update also lasts 49 days. I thought it was going to be 42, but I guess they increased it by another week. But yeah, you know, obviously completing this challenge, a free one, free ones in the store, which might as well buy right now. Because I'm probably going to buy some of the skins as well. Probably like Yamato, Shima, Rhode Island. Sevastopol. Actually, I want to compare these skins real quick, because where's Edinburgh? Should be this thing. They're like slightly different. It has like more ice chunks on the other skins than the Edinburgh here. Might as well open these mystic boxes. Just open old wild bone. 50. That's what I need. I need more Commander XP. But I'm gonna save the Mystic Lanterns. I'll have 80, probably a little bit more. And then what? Unless you want me to open these 5 by now. C3, 8 Akis, and AI. Jeez. Yeah, they made it a lot easier to get those ships. You know what? I'll just open these 5 and then wait until the big video comes out to open like the rest that I have. Woo! So there's one. There's 2. Oh man, it's not looking good. Nope. Got something. Oh, I got the duplex. Okay. Oh, this is your birthday? Nice. Well, that's my first ship I got. Duplex. Oh, ooh, I got a mystic chest. Ooh, ooh. Too insignious. What do I get? Yeah, happy birthday. Very good day to have your birthday on this day. Let's see. What do I get? There 5 commendations, brother. I mean, I'm gonna open like another 90 anyways, but it's like, man. I mean, at least, you know, commendations aren't so bad. I'll need them when the Azure Lane update comes out. Million promotion orders. Man, how much is that? Let me look up the rate real quick. If my phone is able to load properly. Okay, Mystic Chest. That's a 10% chance. 10 accommodations. That would be a 6% right there. Yeah, 14.9% chance. I should probably just buy Marceau, so then it just lowers it out of the pool. Because not like I've been waiting a whole year saving up all my steel for Marceau anyways. So might as well just get it now. There she is. Got Marceau as well. That means I need to play more of these ships. I have a lot more stuff going on then. And well, gotta level up all these too. They have enough steel, yeah. I mean, you know, if people wanted the Marceau and don't, have enough steel, they can still, get it out of the crates. It's the lovely Marceau. Let's see here. Let's just upgrade it like this real quick. Why did it? Is it me or did it do like a little shine thing on the 4th mod? Unless I'm losing it. .6 seconds. 6.1 kilometer detect. Let's put a flag on this thing. Oh, why not? .3 reload. Keep on buying epic mods. Overall stats of what? Desperado. Oh, my standard battles? Sure. Here's the summary I have. Then standard. Have every other pay-to-win commander. I need a good commander for like my Colbert, because I have St. Louis for like Henri and St. Louis, obviously, because of that nice reload buff. And thank you. Yeah. My question is, how many draws do people have? Because I have 7 in standard. Because it seems like it's rare, but then it's like, I have 7 of them already. Granted, I've been playing for like 5 years, but I don't know. Maybe it could be more than other people, or most people. But there's nothing else for me to show off because, well, I'm not gonna buy crates yet until later on. You know, grind out all of my ships and, you know, do like war tales and stuff and show off what the escort mission is for that. Did I get anything? I just opened 5 mystic chests and got mystic lanterns. I got a mystic chest out of it, and then it gave me 5 commendations. So that's my luck, but I bought Marceau with my steel. I didn't get her out of the chest or anything, so. Oh, well, I did get. Where is she? I got Duplex out of a chest as well. You know, it was good to get another ship like this. Got GXP, which won the 150k or 250k. Because if I get any of those, I'll have like 5.1 million. $150k. That's like, I think the 10% one. Hello. Well, there's nothing really else for me to show off because I'm gonna open crates later, you know, try to get the most amount of crates that I can right now, and well, then I'll show off the statistics of Incomparable and Aki in a later video, and then for War Tales, I don't have a division of 3, so I'm gonna have to wait to also show off the Santa special event and Hidden Snake. Are that good? $138k. I guess it wouldn't be that good for the lantern ones, because, you know, you can get the mystic chest out of it, the highest percent, but then it's like they reduce the chance of getting the super prize ships like Prozarski, Shill, Bordadino, Iowa to like 0.8% chance rather than, I believe, what was it before? 2%? 1%? I mean, obviously there's not that much of a difference, but still though. But, you know, people, you know, can just get Incomparable or Aki just out of the crates alone now. This time around. And then obviously the free campaign helps too. So you can get 3 legendary ships this update alone. Which, you know, if you've been playing for a couple years and you don't have one, you can just pull on these crates and immediately get them. Yeah, spend on Ubuntu backing, yeah. Save the balloons for the open crates. Granted, that's my aspect of it. But, is there anything else here? No, not really. Made the incomp Mary tokens. That's what I thought they were going to do the special ship for. But then they just changed it to camouflages and stuff. I mean, the camouflages are neat, but you know, yeah, then everyone can get the hyper, the 20-inch gun battleship now. Because there's not really much for me in this store besides the camouflages and that $10,000 or 10,000 Mary token coupon. Because I think I got all these skins. Could be wrong, but you know, I do have those, but it's like whatever. They're not that good looking or anything. I believe you'll get one of those ships. But you know, don't forget to save like 5,250 for this nice 70% off premium ships in store. Because I'm gonna buy Hampshire. Where's the? There it is. Hampshire with it. Yeah. I mean, what's also because I have a 16.3 Neptune with Andrew the Lip on. So having this and with the insane AP that has is going to be nasty. Incomparable, nice guns, poor armor. Yeah, Incomparable is designed to just be a glass cannon, because you know 20-inch guns. You should be very fast. Like what 35 knots or so, and I think you have a speed boost with it too. Yeah, 8 to 10k salvos on BBs. But yeah, that's what I was gonna buy for, because I've always wanted Hampshire, but like last year crates and the year before, I don't get regular tier 7s. I get the super prize ones, which is like, you know, nice, but it's like, just let me pull some regular tier 7s for once. Maybe I have a chance of getting Hampshire. But you know, 70% discount coupon. My chances now. 33 stock with speed boost. Yeah. Incomparable is supposed to be, you know, glass cannon, but you can be around speed demon it. But what are you guys gonna buy with your coupon, if you are? Oh yeah, I didn't list out the buffs. Yeah, I forgot about that. I know like Leander and Hawkins get like a reload buff and all that. Izamo gets a buff. Marceau and Kleber get nerfs, but it's like 0.5 concealment. Oh, yeah, I didn't check out the concealment on Marceau either. How much is it now? Wherever she is. 6.1. Granted, I'm not running a full concealment build. See here about the buffs. Yeah, Emerald gets a reload buff. Hawkins gets a APHE buff by like 200. Mutsu and Mutsu B enabled torpedo turning mechanic? Oh, wait. Hold on. So Mutsu... Oh, okay, it's not like an actual thing. So Mutsu and Mutsu B have that little turn thing, like how the British fast battleships have, with as well as the Japanese light cruisers have. So it has better torpedo angles. Okay, I didn't even notice that. And then secondaries get a buff by like 1.5 kilometers. Zuiho gets a buff for its speed on planes. GJ Maker gets a buff to torpedoes, so it gets minus 20 seconds off of torpedo launched. Z23 gets a buff by 0.4 seconds off its reload. Tashkent gets a buff with a 0.5 seconds off its reload from 5 to 4.5. Range by sea from 7.61 to 7.23. Air from 3.81 to 3.62. And firing and smoke from 2.9 to 2.75. Richelieu from 30-second reload to 28 seconds. And its accuracy gets increased by 5.5 from 1.8 to 1.9 sigma. Hawk also gets a buff from 1.6 to 1.7 sigma, so 6.25% shell grouping increased, as well as its rudder shift being reduced from 16.12 to 15.31. Izumo gets a buff from 27-second reload to 26, and the B turret rotation goes 360. Borogon gets a 28 seconds to 26-second reload time, and gets main battery dispersion reduced by 2.5, going to American style, which is all good accuracy all around. Vermont gets a reload reduction by 1 second from 35 to 34, and its main AP shell air drag is reduced. I wonder if they show that. All the way back here. Did my 2.2? Could be wrong. Reduce this. I don't know. It's not showing like a specific thing about air drag, but I have to see it in gameplay in order to test it out. C-31 gets a nerf. Prince Heinrich gets a nerf. Kleber and Marceau get a nerf. Conqueror got a buff? I didn't see a Conqueror buff. Yeah. It's like a 0.05 buff, or nerf, I mean, on Kleber and Marceau. So rather than being like, 5.7 detect, it's now 6.1 without a commander on it. Yeah, it was Izumo, Borgon, Yamato. Well, gets a sniper buff, but it's medium and short distance accuracy kind of is less accurate at those ranges. Let's see. Just want to look over something. Japanese crate there. Oh wow, you only get one Japanese per crate at the beginning? Only in the campaign on the store. That's why they made it to like where you had to buy the crates in the store until like the 15th. So then you can go through 2 weeks of the campaign. Okay, there's like 7 right there. Unless you get more, no, you don't get more thingamabobs. So you have to play for 2 weeks, and then you can get the 7 other hybrid Japanese crates. Interesting. I'm choosing Rhode Island because, like, Sevastopol, I thought they were going to buff its armor, but then they left it the same because the 30 millimeters plating on the deck with a 14-inch bow, like, yeah, sure, you have that long, slow burn heal, but that's not going to help you when you have like a Yamato and something else spamming you the entire time while you're trying to slowly heal up. Widespread torch at 14 kilometers. Yeah, because Rhode Island is just Florida at Legendary. Because let me get rid of all this so then I can look at Florida stats. Yeah, 1.98. And it's going to have the same accuracy as Florida as well. I mean, yeah, you could go secondary builds, but it's like, are you going to actually brawl people with it? Because that nose is a big weakness to that thing. Because look at that thing. That is massive, like, counter to Rhode Island immediately. It's supposed to have similar to Massachusetts accuracy, or not accuracy, secondaries. So it'd be like around 11 point something. Or it could be more, since it has 7.5 kilometers. But what I don't like is that they just full loaded one slot with everything. Like, I think that's just stupid. Because they could have just gave out speed boost on the secondary slot, or even the spotters. Because radar, like, you're not going to replace anything else with radar. It's a 35-second radar that has a 9.5 kilometer ship range. Yeah. And, like, that's the only, like, nerf I can think of on Rhode Island. And also, I think the speed boost on PC was supposed to be 15%. You're supposed to go like 43 knots in this thing and chase down little DDs for like 9-kilometer range for 30 seconds. Like, that's the thing I don't like about Rhode Island. I mean, it still has this, it's like what? Actually, no, it'd be like third at the tier for fastest speed, because Loria goes like 36 knots. Same with Schlieffen. So, but I'll probably just end the stream here so then I can start on the long and painful grind from tier 4 to legendary. Probably run Hoshino or Willis. I'm probably gonna run Colorado. Yeah, have a good day. See all of you guys later. And goodbye.